Here we are, track fans. We're here at southeast of Saline for the NCAA League track meet. And I can't say this very often at Southeast, Chuck. It's a beautiful day.
No way.
72 degrees and barely a wind down on the track. So we're looking for a fast track here today. We're getting ready for the field events. And first up, we're here at the boys long jump. We'll have two jumpers that I know of. We'll have Jarrett Jones and Kyle Lonberger. I think they have their marks, and we're getting pretty close to getting ready to go. It's supposed to start at 4, and they raked out the pit, and I think we're about ready to start. Beautiful day, isn't it, Chuck?
It's wonderful, Mike.
That's a scratch, so Jarrett's first jump is just a little bit over the board. So we are starting. It's Jarrett Jones' first.
Say that again.
I've never seen a board move like that one did, as Jarrett went over the board just a little bit with the toe and flipped it clear up and over. So maybe it's an adjustable thing. Here's Beloit's jumping here, and we'll be back with Kyle's jump here, first jump here in just a minute. Well, we just checked out the board on the pit. It's a little bit different than most, but one unusual thing, when you mentioned the pole vault had taken place earlier at Minneapolis and used the pit there, southeast without a pit here. But one really strange thing is I forgot, and it was mentioned to me by Coach, that we just have 6 lanes here. Usually there are 8. So everything's going to have to be ran, even the relays, in 2 heats here, which is very strange at especially a league track meet. Jarrett Jones getting ready for his second jump. Scratched this first jump, so he needs to crank out a good one here in the first heat of the boys long jump. Here we go, Jarrett Jones' second jump. Scratched on his first one. Not really raking the pit out too good either, are they, Chuck? Leaving a big old divot there. I think they need the second raker. Now Jarrett. Pretty decent shape. We saw him run at Minneapolis in the relays, and he's coming around quite well. As you can remember, last year was the substitute on all of the dash relays, which won at state last year. So Jarrett, with some pretty good speed here, approaches the board. And now I think that Jarrett's going to have to move his tape at the back of the runway, because approaching the board at that time was well over the board and scratched on his second attempt here in the long jump. So he's going to have to, pressure will be on then to get a good one on his final. They get 4? Yeah, they get 4. So he'll have 2 more shots at it, hopefully. He hits the board a little closer to his mark. We'll be back with his third jump here in just a minute. His third jump here in the first heat of the boys long jump. Jarrett off a little bit on his approach to the board, is over and scratched his last time through. And he's, I'm sure, adjusted a little bit down on that end as he approaches the board here on the runway. Tape marks down there, as you can see, where they had marked where they ran through the pit early in the practice rounds. So Jarrett will turn it loose here on his third jump. There will be 4 jumps here. He looks more comfortable there. Just barely a toe over on that one, barely over. Jarrett should be all lined out on his 4th jump, as Jarrett was just barely over the board and scratched on his 3rd jump. We'll be back with the 4th jump here in just a minute. Tara? That sounded good. Jump, Logan Spangler from Beloit with a jump well over, I think, 20 foot and scratched on the jump. So now we're ready for Kyle Lomberger's first jump. Second heat. Approaches the board right on it. Just barely over. Spangler now with a jump. We'll find out. 21.8. Was that what it was? Lomberger with his second jump in the second heat here. That's a good jump. Good jump. Nice jump. Hit mid board and wow.
Go ahead.
Well, as I start to mention, Kyle set the mark there on his second jump, 21.10 for Lomberger here in the long jump. He might take that and run with it and save some energy, or I don't think anyone else is going to get much over 21 feet. And there, Kyle with one almost 22 feet here. So we'll be back and see if he jumps his third jump or not. I don't know. You think he will?
Yes.
Boss says he's going to jump. So we'll be back with the third jump here in just a minute. Kyle's third and final jump here. He's got one out there at 21.10. Spangler just went 21.9, so Kyle's still in first place. Third jump, approaches the board. It was scratch. Oh, wow. We'll start right now rated as the #1 jumper. He'll be the last to jump, as the rest of the field is in front of him, at least by an inch. Spangler 21.9, fairly close though, and Kyle 21.10. Everyone checking the board on the run through, and I think we're probably about ready to go. Here we go, the first jump here by, I think it's Logan Spangler from Beloit. Jump 21.9, his first jump. He'll jump right in front of, oh, this is the other kid, I think. Yeah, that's Logan Eck. First jump, Kyle will be next. Lomberger with his first jump. Spangler out there at 20 feet 7 on his first jump. Now Lomberger ready for his first jump here in the finals. The boys long jump. Southeast of Saline. We're at the league track meet here. NCAA boys and girls high school. Kyle Lomberger toes the mark on the runway and approaches the board. We'll see. Just barely a tip. Second jump here in the long jump. Kyle Lomberger scratched his first jump, and we need to get a good one in the barn here, as no one out much over 21.8 or 20'8" here in the finals. We get Kyle in there with a, and it's a good jump, and he's out there 21 feet. 21.8 1/4 for Kyle here in the finals of the long jump. Beloit with 2 or 3 jumpers here, and the Spangler kid did pop one out there at 21.9. Kyle still with one at 21.10 in the prelims, and we'll see what Kyle can give us here in his third jump here in the finals. Spangler scratched his last jump, and Kyle will get his final third jump here. Capable of getting over that 22-foot mark, 21.10.5 in the prelims here. Qualifying jump. Hits the board just right. No. Just didn't feel right and ran right through. Here we go, getting ready for the 100-meter prelims. Girls will start it off here. The top 6 times will move on to the finals. They won't take first, second, and third from each heat. They'll take the top 6 times, and I'm sure we will have Mackenzie Mortimer run for the girls, and I don't know if she's holding the blocks for one girl in front of her, so.
Here are the results.
We're live.
Here we go, preliminaries, 100 meters, first heat of the boys. I thought maybe we were going to get Mackenzie Mortimer of the girls. We'll get Charles Shea and Jake Eckert here right in the middle of the track. 5 and 6 lanes, first heat. As you can see, the track is set up a little different here at Southeast. We've got 8 lanes for the sprinters, but just 6 lanes as the track goes around. So we're going to have to run relays in heats here. It's kind of strange for a league track meet. And just getting ready to get the boys 100 meters underway here. The starter has the gun up. We'll have Charles Shea and Jake Eckert here in the first heat. 2 Minneapolis runners in lane 5 and 6. I don't know if the camera was running or not. Here at Southeast, they do have 8 lanes for the sprinters, but only 6 around the track, so it might be kind of odd to watch and as the relays get going to run them in heats, but we'll have to do that. Good start. Shea in the middle of the track, Eckert on his hip. They'll take the top 3 times and move them on to finals, and it will be Shea in second place in the first heat here, Charles Shea. With an unofficial time, I think Charles is timing from up here, so our times will be unofficial. And we missed that one, but Jake Eckert and Charles Shea in the first heat. Minneapolis, I think we'll have another runner here. Looks like in the second heat here. With the seriously fast haircut, it's chopped off. It's easier for me to recognize him. When he had long hair, he looks like everyone else. So in lane 4, we'll have Kyle Lomberger. Here in the second heat, and I think there should be 3 heats, so they'll take the top 6 times and move them into the finals. Here we go. Starter is getting them in the blocks. First heat was won by Axelson from Russell, I believe, with an 11 flat, 100 meters. Lomberger middle of the track here in the second heat. I see another group of runners behind them. Good start. Lomberger out quick in the middle of the track is running away with this heat. We'll have to wait to see what his time is. Lomberger with a 5-meter win here in the second heat. They're putting the blocks down for one more heat, so we'll wait on Kyle's time. And with that victory, I'm sure he will get in the final. So we'll be back with the 200 meters here in just a minute.
We're live.
Okay, here we go. 200 meters prelims. We have Mackenzie Mortimer of Minneapolis, lane 1, I believe. I don't think the track goes anywhere back behind that. I don't see a set of blocks. Yes, I do. So she's probably in lane 2 when she makes the curve. And that's the only Minneapolis runner I think we have in this heat. Prelims, 200 meters. And I thought the starter had him set once. Charles is back. We've grabbed a quick sandwich. 20-minute delay in between for some recovery time. We'll just have preliminary races here in the 100 and 200, and they'll take.
Sloppy Joe there?
Yeah, it's Sloppy Joe. It's got a whole lot of mustard on it and a whole lot of relish on it, and it'll take a little bit of that to cover the Joe in it because it's not good. I will definitely be working it over in the hours to come. Mackenzie Mortimer, lane 2. We can only hope Dale brings us a bag of cozies because they would be 10 times better than this Sloppy Joe. Mortimer on the inside in the red shoes. Good start. 4 runners in this heat. Mortimer on the inside with the lead. 200-meter prelim. We'll take the top 6 times. Mortimer on the inside. Russell, runner on the outside. Now Mortimer. The Russell girl will hold her off. Mackenzie Mortimer will finish second in this first heat. Girls, 200 meters. Now if I could get my hands on just a half a roll of Tums to take care of that Sloppy Joe. Mercy. Jarrah Shoemaker out in lane 4. Second heat, 200 meters. And she's running well in the middle of the track. Looks like there's a Southeast girl in lane 3. She's got the lead. Now Jarrah running all alone in second. Ellsworth on the inside, Bloyd on the outside. Jarrah Shoemaker will finish second in this heat. So we know that Minneapolis does have 2 of the best times in this 200 meters as Mortimer finished second along with Shoemaker. And they'll move on to the finals. Just a note of interest here. We didn't go up on the hill and watch him throw, but Devin Knox from Minneapolis with a 6th place finish in the shot put. Didn't give us the distance, but congratulations with a shot put finish of Devin Knox. starter has the gun in the air, first heat of the boys 200 meters, and we'll get at least one runner, if not two. Yes, we'll get two runners here, Charles Shea and Kyle Lomberger. Shea on the inside in lane 2, Kyle lane 3, middle of the track. 4 runners here, first heat. Lomberger out quick, has made up the stagger. Shea in good shape on the inside. Shea making up ground on Ellsworth. Kyle running easy down the stretch will win this first heat, and Charles Shea will finish third out of the first heat of the boys 200 meters. And I think Jake Eckert may run in the second heat. We'll turn it back on if he does, and that will qualify, I think, both probably Charles Shea and Kyle Lomberger for the finals. We'll be back if we see Jake Eckert. I don't see him lining up, so maybe he's not going to run 200 today. He just lining up for the fourth and final heat of the preliminary 200 meter boys, and we'll have Trevor Gerard for Minneapolis out there about lane 4, right in the middle of the track. His finish line is now. We're ready. He waves the clipboard. Starter's got the gun in the air, and then it has had it there for quite some time. Timers are Trevor Gerard, lane 4, Minneapolis. In pretty good shape here, running in third place. Gerard for Minneapolis moves up into second place now. With a nice finish here, Trevor Gerard, Minneapolis second. And an unofficial time of 23:4. And we've got phone ringing, which is going to tell us what the time was on Kyle's heat.
In the girls 100 meters, Tedeschi of Ellsworth, Frost of southeast of Saline, Weiss of Russell, Hardesty of southeast of Saline, Ginther of Russell, and Sleek of southeast of Saline. Again, these 6 girls going to the
sounds like it's a southeast of Saline 100 meter finals with 4 girls qualifying.
Frost of southeast.
Welcome, fans. We're here getting ready for the boys 4x8. Leadoff runner Keegan McCulloch.
That's kind of strange. I kind of thought they would run him at the anchor. Keegan can run about a 2:06 800.
NCAA record held by Ellsworth.
It'll be McCulloch,
19.2 seconds.
Klein.
2004.
8:19.2, the league record. The best time in the area this year is 8:22.09, set by
Garrett Doherty, I believe, will be a runner, and Dylan Hackett. They're off, and it looks like McCulloch is going to filter over into, well, they got inside position on him, but he gets there.
He's still going to zoom in first. Puts those long strides to use.
And you're 6'3", and you got a stride like that. It's you can tell by the guy out there in 5th place with the shorter legs, it's going to be a little tough for him to take the same amount of steps and get there.
Yep. Sacred Heart runner's right on his tail. He's going to challenge. In fact, here he tries to pass here on the home stretch.
McCulloch, pretty good pace here. Looks like the same runner that challenged Keegan in the Minneapolis track meet.
61 quarter, according to Charles.
I don't know that they would have 2 heats of this. I don't know that every team would have a 4x8.
Every team has one. When you have a meet of 7 teams, it's kind of hard to get relays out all over.
And you know,
Schools our size.
we mentioned it earlier, the track with just 6 lanes in it's a little bit tough to field 7 or 8 teams in relays and without doing 2 heats.
Yeah, he's putting well, the Sacred Heart guys right with him.
Guys right with him. Keegan with a 200 kick. Guy's pulling up on his hip. Keegan knows that. He's going to find that McCulloch's got 1 more speed left. And there he goes.
And so does the Sacred Heart guy.
Here goes Keegan, though. Keegan's got another gear. And McCulloch shuts the door, getting ready to hand off to Dylan Hackett. Hackett with the lead.
5. Split.
205, a nice opening leg for Minneapolis. McCulloch. Now Hackett, who has turned into a really nifty middle distance runner, has the lead with Sacred Heart right on his heels. Hackett has been running some decent times in the mile and 2 mile.
Another thing here, though.
And there goes Sacred Heart around him.
Legs and the shorter legs. The Sacred Heart.
Hackett still in pretty good shape as Sacred Heart runner goes around him.
Can that Sacred Heart runner keep that up for 2 laps? That's the question.
Hackett's right there, and as you stated, there's still another lap and a 3rd to go. Russell and Bloyd in 3rd and 4th.
Here are the results of the girls' shot put. 6th place
Hackett still with that
Berzon of Republic County.
good stride,
5th
just
place Steinman
about
of
7 or
Republic
8 meters
County.
behind
4th
Bloyd.
place Sells of Russell. 3rd place Benita of
Well, the Sacred Heart runner does not appear to be wavering.
2nd
so
place.
He runs pretty easy, doesn't
Yes, he does. Nice stride.
Yes, he does.
Throw of 33 feet 4.5 inches. And
Hackett had to let up a bit. Sacred Heart runner has put some distance. He's kicking it now, too.
1.5 inch. The league record held by
Good runner.
Andrea Holloway of
Yes.
Russell at 46 feet 1 inch, set in 1998.
Very strong runner for Sacred Heart right
A
there.
little bit slower than Keegan was, not
Throw of
much.
37 feet 1.5 inch.
7 seconds.
Now Hackett coming down the home stretch. Minneapolis in 2nd. He'll hand off to Garrett Doherty. Nice addition to
here,
the
down the home stretch.
middle distance gang.
Nice handoff.
Bloyd in 4th. Russell in 3rd. Minneapolis still hanging on to 2nd. Sacred Heart's got quite a lead.
Southeast is out here in 5th. And Republic
This
County.
is Russell.
Okay, yeah, there's Russell. Sacred Heart's coming down here, or Southeast coming down
Yeah,
here.
here's
too.
Southeast.
And Doherty just got passed. Down the back stretch.
Minneapolis in 3rd. Sacred Heart still moving right on out. Sacred Heart has lapped Southeast. Doherty doing a good job here.
Staying right with the guy.
Needs to go with him here. Russell Republic County, excuse me. Just a little bit out in front of Doherty. And Bloyd behind Garrett.
Republic County's putting a little distance now between he and Doherty.
Second call for the girls 100-meter high hurdles.
And the
Second
Sacred Heart
call,
runner is
girls,
closing on
100-meter high
Russell. Well, they got
hurdles.
3 good runners in a row.
First call for the boys, 110
Strides
meters.
on them.
Yes, they do, and he is kicking. 200 kick. Sacred Heart runner will pass the Russell team.
going to pass him at the finish line. 6:18 for 3 sets for the Knights. That's
And this runner's
205, 204 piece.
yeah,
Pretty good average.
yes, it is. Doherty now will hand off to Adam Klein.
205 average, a little over 205 average. The Dykes from Belleville is the Republic County runner on this leg.
Adam Klein moving up. Minneapolis in third.
The guy's got some energy at the end.
He's got some left.
I'm booking it, Coach. I'm booking it.
Dyke, the runner there for Republic County, in second.
Line is lapped.
Here are the results
Southeast
of the girls 4x800 meter relay. 5th place was Russell. 4th place,
Adam Klein
Republic
running
County.
smoothly there for
3rd
Minneapolis.
place was Sacred Heart. 2nd place in the girls 4x800 relay southeast of Saline with a time of 10:36.88. And winning the girls 4x800 relay, Beloit with a time of 10:33.94. Again, Beloit the winner.
Southeast gets Minneapolis back.
10:33.94.
Klein on his last lap. Southeast still has a lap and a half to go, so here's Sacred Heart, and they'll finish well ahead of Republic County. No, that's
8:32 for
and
Sacred Heart.
Dyke will finish for Republic County. He's got a good stride on him.
8:44 Republic. Southeast is not in third here. Comes Adam.
Adam's going to get him anyway, I think. He's a competitor. Southeast might have another lap, but Klein's going to try and pass him anyway.
9:09.59 for the Lions here.
Nice race for the young Lions. 4x8, third place finish. We'll be back with 100 meter low hurdles for the girls and 110 highs for the boys in just a minute. Boys will be up next. We'll have 2 qualified for 100 meters.
For the boys,
Dale's got the preliminary times. Boy, we set up right by the speaker, didn't we, Dale?
Yes, we do. Prelim ties for the boys. Jake Eckert, 11.83. Charles Shea, 11.72. And Kyle Umber, in kind of a lazy run, I guess, 11.15. So let's see if he can get a better start out of the blocks in the finals. He's got a challenger in from Russell named Axelson.
Yeah.
He has the best time of year, 10.89. 10.76 is Kyle's best time. Right now we have the girls on the meter. Shade of second low, slow I was.
Looks like the Ellsworth girls got this one wrapped up. Stephanie Frost, Southeast, running third.
12:48 unofficial. 12:34 on the board. like we will have where? Shea will be in lane 7. Kyle in lane 5. Axelson must have had a better time in the prelims. He's in lane 4. Eckert did not qualify. A slightly slower time than Charles Shea.
Another layer.
It will warm up eventually. Looks like we have a Russell runner in lane 2. Beloit in lane 3.
1600-meter run. Second call,
Axelson
girls,
from Russell in 4.
Run.
Lomberger in 5. A Beloit runner in 6. And Shea in 7. By the way, folks, if you're listening to this and want to listen to some baseball and softball next week, regional action, we'll be broadcasting the boys' baseball game against Sylvan Grove at Sylvan Grove at 6 o'clock on Monday on the KINA.
Here are the results for the girls 100-meter high hurdles. 6th place was Shonifer of
to be
Southeast
broadcast later on TV.
5th place
Wednesday
Lucky
at 4:45, the girls
Beloit.
play Canton Galva.
4th place Pauls of Beloit.
Open round action.
3rd place Huxman of Russell.
In regionals.
2nd place in the girls 100-meter high
Meanwhile,
hurdles.
we'll be going to Washington
Bedford
County for track regional next Friday.
Southeast of Saline.
Maybe it'll be at least 5 degrees warmer.
The girls 100 high hurdles.
5 would be good.
Southeast of Saline with a set time of 17.09. League record held by J.B. Davis of Southeast of Saline at 15.68, set in 1997. Our winner tonight, Knox of Southeast, 17.09.
Lambert, Clifton Clyde has the best time in the area this year, 10.71.
Well, the starters got him in the blocks and the gun's up, so we are close to watching a pretty good race, I think. This Axelson and Lonberger right in the middle of the track. Charles Shea on the outside in lane 7. Good start. Axelson and Lonberger. Axelson with some speed. Now Lonberger.
Axelson got him.
It was
Axelson got him.
Axelson by just a step.
11.18. I think. I don't know if it's Charles or for Kyle or Axelson. They're close together. Into the wind.
That was close.
I guess
Good race.
Out of the east, isn't it? Very competitive 100-meter.
Well, mid-track, Kyle had him. Axelson with a little extra speed towards the end. Clipped him by a step at the tape.
10.73 on the board.
That would be his personal best.
Final call for the girls, 1600-meter run. First call for the boys, 1600-meter run.
Mile runs next, and we'll be back with that here in just a minute. Looks like Kyle ended up second. I don't know how
he did.
Charles Shea ended up.
Time that he had, but that he was told.
Fire away, guys.
Okay, girls 1600-meter coming up. Lucy, is it?
Shelby Hamilton and Emma Giles.
Emma Giles, yeah. Both in the center of the track.
Both Minneapolis runners out there in lane 4. 15 runners here. 1 mile.
Second call.
4
for the
easy
boys,
laps.
1600 meter run. Second call, boys.
4 easy laps.
1600 meter run.
And Shelby Hamilton goes to the front. For Minneapolis, Dina Giles moves right in there. In the middle of the pack there, she got inside position there.
Emma?
Yeah. Did I say Dina?
Yeah.
I probably will. She's got a slow runner in front of her and not able to get where she wants to be. Shelby Hamilton is still in first with the Sacred Heart runner right with her.
See, that's that Sacred Heart runner last week that followed Shelby around the track once or twice.
Followed her the whole time and then
they broke on her.
The Schmidtberger's in third. Emma running smoothly there. Hamilton still in first, Shelby with the lead. And I can't remember the girl from Sacred Heart, but she's drafted behind Shelby more laps than she's led her, that's for sure. As Dale mentioned last week at Minneapolis, she was right behind Shelby for the better part of 3 laps before she passed her. Now Schmidtberger moving up for Sacred Heart.
Now, what year is Hamilton?
She's a sophomore. No, she's a freshman.
Freshman also, huh?
Yeah.
So girls long distance running is going to look good at Minneapolis for a few years.
Yep, she's a freshman. She's a year younger than Kendall. She's a very strong runner. Yeah, Emma Giles is a freshman also.
I said Lucy. That's not right. Emma.
Shelby's in pretty good shape here. Schmidtberger moving up a little. 800 down and 800 to go in this 1,600 meters.
I don't recall Schmidtberger there at Minneapolis last week.
I don't either.
Final call for the boys 1,600 meter run. Final call, boys 1,600 meter run. First call for the girls 4x100 meter relay.
Schmidtberger's going to put the move on Hamilton here.
Here are the results of the boys' high hurdles. 5th place was Winkle of Beloit. 4th place, McMichael of Southeast.
Schmidtberger now in second, Hamilton third. Sacred Heart is 1-2.
2nd place, Mugler of Southeast of Saline with a time of 16.28. And winning the boys' high hurdles, Spangler of Beloit with a time of 16.14.
So it's Sacred Heart 1-2 right now. Shelby hanging in there in third. Elseline runner way back, not Elseline. Southeast Saline runner way back. Got Elseline on the mind for some reason.
Well, Shelby needs to move out with Schmidtberger here. 1 to go.
Again, the record for the girls 1,600, the league record is held by Leah Thompson of Sacred Heart at 5:25.9.
Who shortly after that went to Lions and ran. And still running today down in some JUCO down there by Wichita.
Like
El Dorado. What's it, El Dorado?
Butler County. Shelby's running a comfortable third here. Emma, is in 4th. 11th spot.
Sure, we'll probably have Hackett in the mile, maybe even Garrett Doherty. Shelby running easy in third, Schmidberger second, and Shelby Hamilton third. That's the way it's going to end, as Shelby putting on some speed now will not catch Schmidberger. Good strong finish by Hamilton here with a 200 kick. Sacred Heart girl unofficially ran a 5:27. Schmidberger probably a 5:40, and Shelby
5:47 for Shelby.
We got Hackett, I believe, don't we? Yeah. Dylan Hackett.
Doherty. Doherty's in lane 6, 5, 5, Agnes in lane 2.
Here we go, boys, 1,600 meters. Dylan Hackett in lane 2. And Garrett Doherty, Dale tells me, is out in lane 6. Long stride on Doherty. Hackett moves in 4th place, maybe 5th. Pace is a little slow for Lloyd in Minneapolis as Hackett moves up into 4th. It's a good idea, not wanting to get locked in behind that mid-pack. Garrett running nice and easy back in 6th, I believe. Hackett's right there in 4th. Hackett running 4th.
109 split for Hackett.
And Garrett's in 8th.
Second call for the girls 4x100 meter relay. Second call, girls 4x100 relay. First call for the boys 4x100 relay.
Let's go 49 and all's forgiven if you do. Can you do it?
49 will get you 50.
Yes?
No, 100.
Hackett still in 3rd here.
Results of the boys'
Lloyd out in front.
6th place was Fuller of
Russell,
Beloit.
2nd.
Fifth place,
Now
Rooney of
Hackett moving up
Ellsworth.
into
4th place,
3rd.
Johnson of Russell. 3rd place in the boys' discus,
Good
Hayner
job,
of Beloit.
Dylan.
2nd place, Sport Leader of Beloit with a throw of 144 feet 9 inches.
Minneapolis 3rd.
And
Russell.
winning the
or
boys' discus,
Republic County,
Seiler of Ellsworth with a throw of
Lloyd
154 feet 2 inches. The NCAA record held by Tony Thompson of Beloit at 194 feet 7 inches, set in 1998. Our winner tonight again, Seiler of Ellsworth, throwing 154 feet 2 inches.
So Hackett in a comfortable 3rd here. Looks like he could gain ground on 2nd place.
He is moving up on 2nd a little bit. Republic County probably a good 15 meters behind Beloit. Southeast, I don't believe will catch Hackett. Not running very comfortably. In 5th, or 4th. Our man Hackett running smoothly in 3rd. Could easily get to 2nd in this race. Republic County in front of him. Gun lap. Hackett right there. Doherty moving up mid-pack. Lloyd is going to win this race. That runner is not broke stride hardly the whole race, running very smoothly, wire to wire. Republic County second. Our man Hackett in third, and he's...
Here are the boys' team scores up through the 100-meter dash.
Going to have to watch the Beloit runner behind him because he's moving up
points.
also.
Southeast of Saline with 21 points. Minneapolis 26 points.
Here comes Beloit.
Ellsworth with 30 points.
Beloit will pass Hackett on the curve.
Sacred Heart with 38 points. Russell with 63 points, and Beloit leading with 113 points.
And here comes Republic County from behind also.
Another Republic County runner trying to catch Hackett. And he might do it. Hackett putting on some speed now. Will close the door.
5:03.87.
5:03.
Unofficial.
It's a good race.
Hackett.
Hackett with a fourth place finish. Caught there at the end by, yes. And Garrett Doherty with a nice finish.
.450.17 won it.
What's up next, Dale?
I don't know. As long as I've been to a track meet, I forgot how they go.
There's a close race at the end here of the two final runners. Beloit will close the door on Russell. Well, there's a lot of them down here in the bullpen. I'm wondering, what do we have next?
All right, girls 4x1. Jarrah Shoemaker in lane 1, the leadoff runner.
There you go, Chuck.
Thank you.
Lane 4 runner is that Giles over there dancing around? No, surely not. Might be Connor Fulton.
Mackenzie Mortimer will end up.
I would think one of them would be Shea, but I forgot to time it.
This is Jarrah Shoemaker starting out. That's Connor Fulton.
Oh, that's Connor, yeah.
Connor Fulton will hand off to...
I assume Shea.
Shea Shoemaker. Good handoff. Minneapolis moved up there on the exchange. And Mackenzie Mortimer will finish it up here for Minneapolis. Minneapolis with it, not a good handoff there. Russell beats Southeast. Ellsworth, then Minneapolis. Well, not so good handoff down there, Dale.
No. I didn't get a time, so nothing to report there. We'll be back for the next event.
You can call girls 400-meter dash.
All right, boys, 4x1. Charles Shea, leadoff runner for the Lions. Second runner is
Trevor Gerard.
Trevor Gerard, huh? Third runner is who? Who? I just don't know these kids anymore. Don't know them.
Yeah, Kyle Macy.
Okay.
Is it Kyle Macy?
And Eckert is...
Eckert will finish. I think it looks like him. You can tell it's Macy when he runs, but I can't tell if that's him over there or him over there. Charles Shea will lead off, as Dale mentioned. Yeah, I think it'll be Trevor Gerard and then Macy to finish, or the third leg. Jake Eckert will anchor this 4x1. Two heats due to the 6-lane track. Good start. Shea out quick in lane 2. Runs a pretty nice curve. We'll hand off here to...
First call for the boys.
That's Jarrett Jones.
100-meter dash. First call boys, 100-meter dash.
That is Jarrett Jones, and then I think this is...
Not a good handoff. Started too soon.
Macy. Trevor Gerard, excuse me. Okay, now Jake Eckert with a chance to get Minneapolis into medals here. Axelson first for Russell, Bloit second, Minneapolis third. Nice job by Minneapolis.
46-12 unofficial.
4x1.
Best time in the
Here are the results from the girls' 1600
area
run.
is 44-3-1.
Sixth place was
by
Blood of Republic
Bennington.
County. Fifth place, Cleveland of southeast of Saline. Fourth place,
Minneapolis,
Marcopolis
third
of
place,
southeast of Saline.
4x1.
Third place in the girls' 1600 was Hamilton
And the
of
400
Minneapolis.
meter coming up.
Second place, Schmidt.
All right, girls 400 meter dash, third heat of the day. Mackenzie Mortimer for the Lions in lane 1, freshman.
I don't see any other Minneapolis runner, but yes, Mackenzie Mortimer, lane 1. Oh yeah, I do.
Where?
Jared Shoemaker will be out there in lane 6.
Oh yes. Yeah, okay, 2 runners in. Mortimer, 1 of 6.
It's a good race for Jara. She runs a decent 400. Running the outside of the track, she will finish in that same lane as she goes all the way around. My, they take a long time in between races.
They do. All right, the gun's now up.
Gun's up. I think he's got him set.
Now they're set.
Shoemaker out in 6, Mortimer in lane 1. This is definitely a faster heat right here. All these girls right here. Mortimer are doing a good job in lane 1.
There she is. She's moving up.
Made up the stagger now,
she's moving on
looking
up.
for another place. Shoemaker in good shape out there in 6. $200 to go. Mortimer on the inside, looking pretty good.
Right in there.
Has got a shot at this.
Ellsworth runner strong in lane 4.
Bloit in the middle of the track. Here comes Mortimer. Mackenzie Mortimer, Ellsworth, Bloit, Minneapolis, Ellsworth, Southeast, and
Mackenzie almost
Minneapolis.
caught that Ellsworth runner.
Yes,
102.75 unofficial.
that's a nice 400 for a girl. Oh, did I say that again?
You did.
Nice job, Mackenzie and Jarrah.
Then we got our men Jarrett and Jones.
And in the open 400 boys division, we'll have Jarrett Jones for Minneapolis. Ran a nifty 400 last year at state in the 4x4. And we'll be back after this starter gets these guys set up. It might take another 5 or 10 minutes.
There we go. Jarrett Jones in lane
4
for the Lions. Oops. Won't get a
First heat
time
of the
on this.
boys. Jones moving out quite well, made up the stagger on Southeast runner.
Long stride. Yep, look at this
Here
blue
are the
guy summing
results
up on
of
the
the
inside.
girls 4x100 meter relay.
He's moving
Sixth
right out,
place
isn't
was
he?
Sacred Heart. 5th place, Beloit. 4th place, Minneapolis. 3rd place, Ellsworth. 2nd place in the girls 4x100 was Southeast of Saline with a time of 51.49.
Yeah, Beloit runner sure caved in real quick, didn't he?
4x100,
Oh, he sure did, didn't he?
Time of 51.
Spent his energy.
Jones
The
back in
NCAA
first.
record held by
The
Southeast
strong
of Saline
finish in the
was
final
50.41,
100 meters. Jarrett Jones
set in 2006.
will win this
That
first
record
heat
still stands as Russell runs
with a nice
51.09.
Official time of
56.
56.75 for Jarrett.
Nice
on the
open
board.
400. Jarrett Jones wins the first heat.
How many boys heats will we have here?
I bet we have 3. We will not field a runner in this one, I don't believe. Kyle Lomberger will be in the final heat.
No, not see anybody. So
We'll be back with that here in just a minute. Eckert and Lomberger.
We ready? We on?
Yep.
All right, open 400 meter. Lomberger will be in lane. No, they aren't lined up yet.
Lane 3.
4. No, he's in lane 3. In lane 3. Eckert in lane 5. Fastest time in the area is a familiar name, Lomberger. 50.15.
Final heat of the open 400. Kyle Lomberger lane 3 and Jake Eckert out in lane 6.
Meter relay. 6th place was Ellsworth. 5th place, Republic County. 4th place, Southeast of Saline. 3rd place, Minneapolis. 2nd place, Beloit, with a time of 45.3. And winning the boys 4x100 relay was Russell with a time of 44.62. The NCAA record held by Minneapolis and set in 2007 is 43.7. Winning tonight, Russell at 44.62.
And that league record is, we've got one runner on the track that was part of that record, and that's Kyle Lomberger. Ran with Brother Kenton and Jarrett Jones and Jamel. We could use Jamel this year.
And several things.
And everything.
Don't remind me.
Football, basketball, and track. Jamel, good athlete.
Gun is up.
Dyke in lane 2 from Republic County. Gun is up.
And set.
Good start. Eckert moving real well on the outside. Lomberger has made up the stagger on Bailey from Ellsworth. He runs like a Bailey anyway. Lomberger in good shape in the middle of the track.
Is
Well, I'm
leaving
here
them
to tell
in
you,
the dust.
we'll be pushing that 50 flat mark right here. Kyle Lomberger. Bailey trying to close, will not be able to. Dyke. Now Kyle Lomberger with some finishing speed here will win this Open 400 with a time of, my gosh, it's going to be right 49.85 unofficial
I've got
time.
50-12.
Wow. Clock down at
one
the
way or
end
the
is a
other.
49.85, and if that holds true, what did you have, Dale?
50-12.
Dale was just a hair over.
I had 50.0.
And
So it's
Charles
average out
had a
50.
50 flat. So Kyle
This will
Lomberger
still
with
be his
a
best of the year.
nice
Any
effort
one
there.
of those will be his best of the year.
Yeah, any one of those 3 times. That 50 flat will work just fine. We'll be back with
Final
300
call for the girls.
hurdles here in just a
300
minute.
Hurdles. Final call, girls. 300. As our athletic director Wayne Sager points out, Alyssa George, who is the record holder, is also the current Miss Kansas.
She's also a member of the state winning 4x8 relay team back in 2004. Quite an athlete. Guns up here, 300 meters. We have Shay Shoemaker for Minneapolis in lane 3, excuse me. She'll be the long-legged person in the red shoes. Out quickly is first to the hurdle. Southeast on the inside, right with her. Shoemaker and the Southeast girl are right hip to hip. Southeast almost went down. Shoemaker over that hurdle smooth and hits that one in mid-stride. Shea with another smooth hurdle has a chance to win this. Shoemaker, one more hurdle to go. She'll do it. Shea Shoemaker wins the girls Open 300 in an unofficial time of 48.52. Shea Shoemaker,
Final call, boys, intermediate
league
hurdle.
champion
Final
at
call,
300
boys,
meters.
intermediate
We'll be
hurdle.
back with the boys here in just.
That's a Minneapolis uniform.
We have a 300 intermediate hurdler. Boys, I think it's Macy. He gets out there running, I can tell who it is, but I get him and from a distance, Trevor Gerard crossed up. Yes, I think that is Macy. Russell on the, or Republic County on the inside. Russell on the outside. Bloit out in the lead. Bloit out in the lead. Russell in Republic County. Minneapolis closing. He'd catch him. He did. Good job.
Third in the heat. Now the fast heat comes up.
Third place. Finished by Macy, Minneapolis. We'll be back with, we don't have another Minneapolis runner in the second heat, so we'll be back with the 800 here in just a minute.
Girls Open 800 here. Emma Giles in lane 5 for the Lions. And I think she'd be the only one.
I think she is the only Minneapolis runner. Usually the distance runners run the 800, but that would be Emma Giles.
Official time in the 400 meter for Kyle Lomberger was 50.4, which disappoints us all a little bit because we all had him running faster.
Here are the results
Including the
of
stadium
boys'
clock.
400 meter
But,
dash. Sixth place was Engel of Republic County. Fifth place, Freeze of Ellsworth. Fourth place,
That's Shayla
Herbert
Syme out
of
in front
Sacred Heart. Third place,
for Southeast.
Gibson of Ellsworth.
Girls
Second
800.
place in the boys 400 meters was Dyke of Republic County with a time of 51.26. And winning the boys 400 meters, Lomberger of Minneapolis with a time of 50.44.
4-4.
League record held by John Dixon of Southeast of Saline at 49.
Now Beloit and Sacred Heart passing Shayla Syme.
Lomberger of Minneapolis 50.44.
Emma running smoothly.
A 125 split for Emma.
$15 runners here. Giles moving up on the pack now as they're starting to slow down. And they keep trading places up in front. Shayla Syme in third now. Beloit got passed by the Sacred Heart runner. And I think that Sacred Heart runner is going to run away with this thing. Well, I might be wrong. Here comes Beloit. That's the same Sacred Heart runner in the mile that won. Shayla Syme will be third, Beloit second, and fourth and fifth. Ellsworth and Emma Giles will finish here. Girls Open 800. Emma's already ran the mile, so she's had a day.
3:04.59 unofficial. Emma.
Keegan and the boys will line it up here in a minute. We'll get Adam Klein, Keegan McCulloch, and I'm going to stop there. We'll be back with that once I get them lined up.
Okay, Open 800 for the boys. McCulloch in lane 3. Adam Klein in lane 5. Keegan ran a 2:05 split roughly in the 4x8, excuse me. Fastest time in the area this year for the 800 meter run is 1:58.01 by Mooch of Hayes. Just a little slow on the time there myself.
McCulloch lane 3. That Sacred Heart runner right beside him will be the two to watch here in this race. McCulloch with the lead as they cascade over at the pylons. McCulloch moves into first. I don't know that Sacred Heart runner's name right there, and then two Beloit runners right behind them. Keegan a pretty fast pace here. Will catch his split. 800 meters open for the boys. McCulloch, Sacred Heart.
That's Beloit.
Beloit and then Sacred Heart, yeah. And the other Beloit runner.
Catlin in fourth, isn't it?
They were about like that at the Beloit relays when Mr. McCulloch.
Unofficial. I think I'm a little slow on him.
when Mr. McCulloch pulled a 300 kick and just flat left the
Sixth place was Henderson
field in the dust. We'll see if he's got it in him here tonight.
Southeast of Saline. Fourth place, Medberg, southeast of Saline.
There he goes. There's a 300 kick.
Russell. Second place, Knox.
I tell you, anyone that can do it.
With a time of 49.
Cox kid used to do a 300 kick, and I'm here to tell you, you've got to have some endurance. McCulloch
of Minneapolis with a time of 48.91.
Here comes Sacred Heart. I don't think they're going to catch him.
48.91, the official time.
McCulloch
For in the hurdles.
Starts his kick at 300 meters.
From Beloit from behind.
Now 50 to go. Here comes Beloit. McCulloch hammering on it. He's not letting off. Here comes Beloit. McCulloch with another gear at the end. Will finish 2:06.
2:06.05 up there. I'm a little behind. 2:05.39, but I was a slow start.
Nice run. Keegan McCulloch with the Open 800 victory here for Minneapolis in an unofficial time of 2:06.
Very convincing.
Adam Klein finishing here. Grabbing the side a little bit there. Not an easy race by any stretch of the imagination. We'll be back 200 meters, and we should have a pretty good race between Axelson and Kyle Lomberger here in the 200. We'll be back. Back to track. Mackenzie Mortimer, lane 1, 200 meters. This is the finals, Minneapolis, lane 1. It's a full field. We finally have the runners in the blocks. Seems like it's taken from break time this afternoon till now to get them. Mortimer running smoothly, a little slow out of the blocks, but running nice through the curve. I think that's Rosner for Southeast. I don't know who the girl is from Ellsworth. Russell runner moving up. There's Mortimer moving up. McKenzie will move into 4th place. And a nice kick at the end.
27.7 unofficial for McKenzie.
McKenzie running about 5th or 6th, made it all the way up to 4th with the sprint drive.
From the girls 800 meter run. 6th place, Viola Beloit. 4th place, Mila of
Okay, here's the boys. 200 meter unofficial times in the prelims. No, I guess these are official times in the prelims. Earlier today.
2:32.76, and winning the girls 800
looking at the wrong place here.
Of Sacred Heart.
Gerard was 24.7. Shea 24.2. Kyle at 23.12. So we have Shea and
yes, we'll have Charles Shea in lane 1.
Kyle both.
Kyle will be out in lane 4.
Kyle has run the 400 within the last 45 minutes. We'll have to see if he has much legs left. It's Axelson's in the middle. Kyle's in lane 1.
So Axelson had the fastest time.
Kyle's in 4?
Charles Shea's in 1.
Oh, okay.
Dyke is 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I see that now. Axel's in 3. Kyle's in 4. Okay.
Final call for the girls 3,200 meter run. Final call, girls 3,200 meter run.
$3,200 meters are next, just 8 easy laps. 200 finals right now. The boys, if we get set, will start here shortly. It would sure be nice to see Kyle go ahead and clip this Axelson kid from Russell. They didn't meet heads up in the Open 400. We had Kyle right around a 50 flat. The unofficial time 50.4.
4.
4.
50.44.
The gun is up. Dyke is going to standing start. You can watch him at the start. He will go backwards before he takes off. Pretty evident as Charles Shea
Kyle's a
comes
nice
out in front of
start there.
him. Axelson
closing
and
a little.
Lomberger right in the middle of the track.
Axelson coming to the lead coming out of the turn.
With a little bit of a lead, Kyle's
Axelson's a strong runner.
pushing him. It'll be Axelson, Lomberger, Dyke, Ellsworth, and Charles Shea.
23.27 for Kyle,
The
unofficial.
results of the boys.
That Axelson is a strong
meters.
runner.
Yeah, he's a strong runner.
The muscle on him.
Picasso of Sacred Heart. Fifth
Runs a
place,
lot.
7.93. And
Glad he won't be at
boys,
state
800
track
meters,
meet. He'll be at
of Minneapolis
3A.
with the time of 2:06.
Not in our class, anyway.
Yeah.
The
2:06.
record is held by Ben Orozco of Ellsworth.
Probably.
With a time of 1:57.92 set in 2000. Our winner tonight, McCulloch of Minneapolis, in 2:06.19.
And McCulloch with the win in the 800.
2:06.19.
We'll be back with the 2-mile run here in just a minute. I wish it was like college. They line up girls and boys.
On the track, the girls 3,200 meters. The
We on?
league record held by Leah Thompson of Sacred Heart,
Mike,
and a time
we
of 12:21.3 set in 2007.
Michael, are we on? Girls 3,200 meter on the dock. Fastest time in the area is 11:54.29. Sacred Heart runner here, Balderson, 12:20. Balderston.
Second call for the boys 3,200 meter run. Second call, boys 3,200 meter run.
Hamilton, a nice second place right now behind a Republic County runner. I don't see that Southeast or the Sacred Heart girl running here, Mike. Sure, they don't have two heats.
No.
Balderston of Sacred Heart is not in it.
I think the battery's going south.
He must have got it out of the pouch. He must have got it out of the pouch. When it comes time, do they got electricity? They got electricity up here. We can do that too. I brought the adapter on. Hamilton, nice second here. Drafting behind the Republic County runner.
Quarter, probably.
Southeast runner beginning to move up now, and no. Be a Russell runner fighting for third for Southeast. Hamilton moves into first, as she has 6 laps to go. Make sure it's not on charge, but on. Lower left-hand corner. Okay, Shelby loses first position to the Republic County runner, but still right there in contention.
Shelby running a pretty good race here, still right there in second, led for a lap or two.
I don't see any real strong distance runners in the field here.
No. Shelby could easily, Shelby could easily at the end of this be there to win.
Some runners that I've seen, it's.
Yeah, Shelby's probably strongest runner I see over there, besides the Republic County girl in first. I think she's a porter. Shelby's in good position right there, tactically just where she'd want to be, as the girl in front of her will break the wind for her as she drafts up the home stretch here. Halfway through this 2 mile. 4 easy laps to go.
Shelby's hanging right in there. Very
just
easily
where she wants to be, I think.
Could take this.
She's going to take the lead back.
All young girls too. I mean, they're all sophomore, freshmen.
Freshmen, sophomores. Very young field. Shelby Hamilton now in the lead. The halfway point. 4 laps to go. Now stride out down the back stretch. Republic County staying right with her, and Southeast girl has moved up in the front trio.
One, two, three now, real close.
The stride of the third place runner has got her up into contention here.
A little longer stride, I think, than the other two.
Here are the girls' team scores through the 200
Hamilton's still in the
dash.
lead for Minneapolis.
Minneapolis has 36 points. Sacred Heart 43 points. Russell with
Southeast girls got a loping stride.
Yep.
Republic County with 59.5 points. Ellsworth 74 points. Beloit with 86.5 points. Russell with 92 points, and Southeast of Saline with 104 points.
3 laps to go. Shelby Hamilton still in the first.
2 events to go.
This 2 mile.
Currently on the track.
Southeast has moved up into second place. Republic County has dropped back to third. Shelby Hamilton still leading this race with, when she comes around this lap, 2 laps to go. Now Southeast has moved out into the lead. As Dale had mentioned, has a longer stride and just keeps bouncing right.
We're back here. Shelby's about 15 meters, maybe 20 meters back in second. We're down to a lap and a half to go. She's a comfortable second, I would think, at this point.
Looks pretty comfortable. Republic County has dropped back a little further. I don't know what kind of kick she has. Shelby striding out down the backstretch here, but that Southeast girl, she doesn't look like she could run a lick, but she just lopes along.
She's running very comfortably in her lope.
Yeah. Just keeps picking them up and putting them down. Southeast girl now with 1 lap to go.
Ponytail along.
Shelby, go, now go.
Shelby's moving up here. This will be the gun lap. Republic County trying to move up also. Southeast wanting to move up. Minneapolis in second. Hamilton very comfortable right there. Now Southeast is going to catch and pass Republic County for third. Hamilton picking up a little distance here on that first place Southeast runner. She's a strong runner.
Here are the boys' team.
Here she comes.
Southeast of Saline has 33 points. Ellsworth with 44 points.
She's reeling her in. Hamilton down the backstretch. I think she wants it.
Yep.
Sacred Heart with 51 points. Minneapolis 66 points. Russell with
Shelby Hamilton
points.
With 200 meters to go has closed the gap to just 4 or 5 meters. The Southeast runner still with the same stride, but Hamilton.
Southeast starting to pour it on now a little bit.
See if we have anything left.
Hamilton's still bringing it.
And here comes a kick. Shelby Hamilton goes right around the Southeast runner.
Go Shelby.
Oh my. What a finish by Shelby Hamilton. 100 meters to go. Just blew by the Southeast runner, and she's going to finish this 2-mile race in the lead with a 12:58.
12:58.34 unofficial.
Nice finish by Shelby Hamilton, behind about 15-20 meters with 300 to go. Reels in the Southeast runner for the victory.
Wouldn't quite put her in the top 10 times in the area, but that's for a freshman, that's very darn good.
Yes. Very good. Nice job, Shelby. Nice tactical race, and was there at the end. Very good. We'll be back with the boys 2-mile if we have a runner here in just a minute. Arman Hackett.
The record is held by Ben Roscoe of Ellsworth at a time of 10:05.38.
Okay, boys, 3,200 meter, Hackett and Doherty on the track. Fastest time in the area this year is 9:51.51. That's booking it. 10:05, I think I heard him say, is the NCAA record. Roscoe out of Ellsworth.
First call for the girls 4x400 meter relay.
We have no one. Oh yeah, there's a Republic County runner here today. It's in the top 10. Fitz, maybe. I didn't get the time. I was looking at the paper. 10:48.57 Republic County runner, so we'll see if he wins the race here.
Got an Norman Hackett set in too early.
That's a Southeast runner up. Oh, Hackett was in the front lead, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he
No fouls down there.
didn't see nothing.
Republic County runner must be the guy that's at 10th fastest time in the area. He zooms out
Here are
front.
the results of the girls' 200
Two Republic
meter
County
dash.
runners, actually. Hackett's in
Sixth
third.
place was Sleek of Southeast of Saline. Fifth place, Hardesty of Southeast of Saline. Fourth place, Mortimer of Minneapolis. Third place was Rosner of Southeast of Saline. Second place, Weiss of Russell with a time of 26.87. And winning the girls'
Southeast
200
runner
meters,
decides to move up.
Beske of
Big time
Ellsworth
here.
In a time of 26.66.
Hackett's still third.
The league record is by Jessica Degenhardt of Russell.
That's a lot of energy he's expending there in the first lap
Our winner tonight,
for a 3,200 meter. Unless he's Mr. Studley and we don't know anything about him.
6.66.
He is setting a fast pace for that Republic County runner.
Maybe he's a rabbit.
Hackett in battling for third. Falls behind a Beloit runner for fourth now.
Not good. Here comes our man Hackett.
Dylan's fighting for third still here. Republic County runner moves around him. Fighting the Beloit kid for fourth now.
Hackett going with him.
We don't know about this guy from Southeast where he's come from. His name wasn't in the top 10. He just shot out like a cannon there ending lap one.
They'll really, man. It's just 2 minutes into this 2 mile, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he and the
He's still got a good pace going for him, but can he keep it up for another 6 laps? That's the question.
right. You know, that sloppy Joe gave me just enough heartburn. I think I'm going to have to get me a vanilla shake on the way home just to settle it down a little bit. That sloppy Joe is nasty.
There's the Malox, huh? Well, I'm sorry I didn't think about you boys with my cozy burgers. I should have. I was thinking about my own tummy.
Cozies are acceptable. I'd probably had to have 2 vanilla shakes on the way home to knock down the burn. Well, Hackett's just right there. He's got a big offensive lineman on his left, and he's moving past him.
That's a tight end.
Beloit runner, Republic County and Southeast is starting to slow down up in the lead. I think Hackett's going to be
Hackett moves back into
right
third
in front
now.
of this thing when it's all said and done. Garrett Doherty here in pretty good shape. And look there to see he's right in the mix. He's got very good form for a young runner. Southeast, Republic County, Beloit, Minneapolis in that order, going down the back stretch with 4 laps to go halfway through this 2 mile event. Hackett right with them. Beloit's moving into second. I think that's the Catlin kid. I don't think Southeast will make it.
He's still got a good stride, that Southeast kid.
Yeah, everybody's moving up on him though.
He hadn't hit the wall yet. I don't agree with you, Mike. I don't think that's Catlin. Dylan's still hanging right with him.
Dylan's gone right with the Republic County, and very smart, letting them break the wind.
Yeah,
for
that
him.
Southeast guy's starting to give it out now.
Yeah. Lloyd Kidd takes over second, Hackett in third, and Dylan's getting ready to move into second.
He sure set a fast pace for a while, but it's Burnout City now.
Second call
I don't know.
for the girls 4x400 meter relay.
Hackett
Second
moving
call,
up.
Girls 4x400 meter relay.
Right on the heels of Beloit.
He's not in it. No. There's no Beloit guy in it. There's a Republic County guy, and that's it. I don't think that's Catlin. Catlin's black hair, didn't he?
I just assumed that was the same Catlin that ran the mile there.
Yeah, that's a different kid. Dylan's right with him.
Our man Hackett in second. Beloit in
Now, can they
first.
do
I'll quit
that?
calling him
They give
Catlin.
the Republic County kid some water. Can they do that? Is that against the rules?
I don't know.
Somebody ran that, gave him some water on turn 4 there.
They throw it on him, or did he drink it?
Yeah, he drank it and then threw it down. Little bottle.
Well, we've got a runner that Southeast runner just quit. That's the one that was out in first place.
He must have forgot it was a 2-mile race, not a 1.
Garrett Doherty running very smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, he is spent.
He's got nice form.
He is spent, that Southeast kid.
Yeah, he's done.
Dylan's is right there with the Beloit kid.
2.5 laps to go for the leaders. Doherty, not too bad a shape either, about 5th or 6th.
Here are the results
7th.
of the boys 200 meter dash. 6th place was Harris of Ellsworth. 5th place, Shea of Minneapolis. 4th place, Jensen of Ellsworth. 3rd place, Dyke of Republic County. 2nd place, Lawnberger of Minneapolis with a time of 23.45. And winning the boys 200 meters, Axelson of Russell with a time of 23.23. The
Beloit and Minneapolis side by side coming down the home stretch with 2 laps to go.
7.9 set last year. Again, our winner tonight,
Hackett letting Beloit
Russell
break the wind, drafting nicely.
23.23.
Wonder if that's a Peterson kid there in third from Southeast.
2 laps. It's enjoyable to see Minneapolis having some distance runners again,
Yes.
boys and girls.
Garrett Doherty still running smoothly. Hackett made a little bit of a move, and Beloit shut the door. He's got the inside position. No need to get too excited about this, but there he goes. He's going around him on the curve,
Give it a try anyway.
which I don't.
Beloit guy says no, you aren't.
Just made him run a little extra. Once they get the straightaway, then that's when I pull out. Yeah, nice job by Dylan.
Good job, Dylan. Good job.
Now after you get around the Republic County runner, he'll pull back in. He'll have the inside position with 1 lap to go. Here comes Beloit. Boom. That kid's got something left, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Dylan evidently knows that he's got to have a lead on him, or he just is able to outkick Dylan at the end. Hackett in second. Our man Hackett still there.
Starting to close again.
Maybe Beloit
Dillon's starting to close again.
used it up. Here comes Southeast.
It's going to be a race.
It will be a race. Southeast wants a piece of the action.
Oh, Beloit's got some muscle.
He's got
there.
some left,
Ooh,
doesn't
look
he?
at him go.
I think that's why you saw Dillon passing to get into the lead, to try and get a little bit of a lead on that guy, because he can turn it on when he needs it, can't he?
Again, a little bit longer stride than Dillon, but
Here comes Dillon.
good runner. A young kid, too.
Southeast kid's a good runner. He will not catch Dillon. Hackett will finish second place. Beloit first, Minneapolis second, Southeast third.
That's a
Comes it-
basketball coach's sign, isn't it?
Comes that big tight end,
Southeast.
Sager,
Yeah. Looks
Probably.
Like Sager.
and Garrett Doherty moving up nicely. Still running smoothly. Doherty, nice finish by the freshman.
All right.
Just keeps improving every time
The
out.
last events of the night. Number 4 is coming up. All right, girls 4x4. Jarrah Shoemaker, I believe, the leadoff runner in lane 5, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
Not a whole
Kind
lot
of a dark
lights.
corner over
Yeah, not
there.
a whole lot of lights down there.
I kept looking down here to see who was next, and I believe that's Connor Fulton.
Yes,
So, Jarrah Shoemaker, Connor Fulton. I'm sure Shay Shoemaker, and then maybe Mackenzie Mortimer. Last week, I thought Shelby Hamilton ended up running a 400, but she just got done running 2 miles, so I don't think she's good. Jarrah did a nice job down the backstretch, though. One girl must have forgot to run, because she's way back there already. Four by four, Minneapolis girls. Looks like they're about second, right beside Beloit. Jarrah will hand off to Connor Fulton.
Very good 400 by Jarrah Shoemaker.
It's a nice 400 by Jarrah. That's one of Jarrah's better 400s right there. She will hand off to Connor Fulton.
104 split,
Pretty good.
about a 104.
Fulton now with the baton will have a chance to scoot over here after they get by the pylons, I believe, won't they? Or yeah. Minneapolis side by side with Southeast, or Beloit, excuse me.
That's good.
I can't tell who it is. That's Sacred Heart, excuse me. Southeast in first,
And
Beloit second,
looks like our
Sacred Heart third, Minneapolis fourth.
Yeah, I think so.
It will be Mackenzie Mortimer with the baton next for Minneapolis. Southeast, Beloit, Sacred Heart, Schmidtberger for Sacred Heart. This little Sacred Heart runner right here, she's a good little runner. And the handoff to
Final runner is who?
Mackenzie Mortimer,
Oh, Shay Shoemaker.
I thought.
Mackenzie's running right now. Shay will be our anchor.
Yes, this is Mackenzie running here, isn't it? Yeah. And then Shoemaker will get the anchor leg. We lost some ground somewhere, didn't we?
Yep.
Southeast, Sacred Heart. And that little Sacred Heart runner, she's a handful.
Mackenzie's running good.
There's,
Quarter.
yeah.
400 meter.
Mackenzie doing well. She will hand off to Shay Shoemaker here. She needs to catch one runner, and that's Beloit. I know she would like to do that in a bad way.
Be nice to get a medal out of this.
Republic County, way back. They didn't get a very good start, I didn't think.
She's moving it.
Shoemaker moving up down the backstretch. Has a shot at this. The lead is just 10 meters. Sacred Heart in the lead, Southeast, Beloit, and Minneapolis in that order. Beloit will get Southeast. Minneapolis will not catch Southeast, though. Sacred Heart, Beloit, Southeast, and Minneapolis in that order. That's the way they finish.
4:23.
4:23.
7 unofficial.
Nice job by Minneapolis. Fourth place finish in the 4x4. Boys up next. And Charles is going to have to help me with the runners in it because I get
Final call for the boys 4x400 meter relay. Final call.
them mixed up.
Buddy in the top 10 in the boys here. Sacred Heart is a 3:33. And they're the only school here that's in the top 10. 3:33 for the Knights. It's one of the first years Minneapolis hadn't been real strong in the 4x4 for quite a while. Probably in the last 10 years or so, I'd say.
I'd have to say so too. Keegan, Jarrett Jones, and Shay and Eckert. Good, thanks.
So who's our lead off here? Keegan is our lead off runner.
Final event on the track, the boys 4x400 meter relay.
Last event of the night.
NCAA record is by Southeast of Saline.
Doesn't get over sin, we're going to start seeing our breath.
3:26.9, set in 2006.
Jones to the dirt racing.
Well, I take the insulated coveralls. By the time that thing gets over with at midnight, you're going to be chilled, my man. 4x4 action. Boys getting ready to line it up. Keegan McCulloch from Minneapolis will lead off. Jarrett Jones will run the second leg. Charles Shea and then Jake Eckert. My, it takes a long time for him to get them ready. Or is it just me?
No, I think
Anxious to get that vanilla shake down the hatch.
it is taking a little time, I do believe. There we go. Mr. What's his name from Russell said, let's get this in gear. Gun is up.
I'm with him. Minneapolis out there in lane 6. McCulloch, leadoff runner for Minneapolis. 4x4.
Good. Long kick on that lead up. He can go.
He can go.
Here are the results of the.
You're in the outside lane like that, you got to go.
Run.
And he
Fifth
is.
place
McCulloch
was
wasting
Gordy
little
of
time.
Minneapolis. Fifth place, Bauer of Southeast of Saline. Fourth place, Beret of
He
Republic
will
County.
need to hand
Third
off
place, Sager of Southeast
in the
of
lead.
Saline.
Minneapolis a chance
Second
at this
place
thing.
was Hackett of
Beloit's
Minneapolis
closing.
with a time of 11:04.75.
11:04 was
And the
Hackett's
winner
time in the
going
2 mile.
200 meters
McCulloch
was Glass of Beloit with a time of 10:59.66.
And we're running fourth here.
right there in fourth.
And we're going to lose a little bit on Staggers.
Sacred Heart, Beloit, Sacred Heart, and Russell. Ellsworth on the inside.
We're running fifth, if not sixth, right now.
Jarrett Jones running
sixth.
for Minneapolis. Republic County runner in front of him is slowing. It looks like he's limping a little bit.
Runner number 3 is Charles Shea. Jarrett's closing.
This is his bag here at the end. He's got some closing speed. He reels them in. Jarrett Jones usually picks up a spot or two here at the end. Not able to this time around. Now Charles Shea. He's quick.
Here are the results of the girls 4x400 meter relay. Fifth place was Republic County. Fourth place, Russell. Third place, Minneapolis. Second place, Southeast of Saline with a time of 4:20.4. And first place was Beloit.
Running a very fast sixth place here.
Yes, we're very fast, sixth place.
League record held by Beloit, set in 2007 of 4:03.48. Tonight, Beloit winning 4:19.9.
Beloit past Ellsworth.
Wow.
I think
Sacred
that's
Heart
Beloit,
runner.
isn't it? No, Sacred Heart. Yeah, okay.
Mercy. He's got
Charles
some
comes
speed.
Charles past Republic County.
Good
and
job, Charles Shea.
It caught him anyway.
Moves up. Eckert will run against Dyke,
That's a good race. Dykes and
Republic
Eckert.
County. You get all the anchor